Hey guys, welcome to your channel. Hope all of you are well, and in this video we are going to discuss 5 effective rules of study for UPSC. These rules are a little bit different from the conservative study rules. Here these rules will indicate how to apply your mind while reading. So let's begin. So the very first rule is that know the basics. Knowing the basics is very much important. Why I am emphasizing the word basics, and many times you have crossed this word in your day-to-day life, and even in UPSC prelims and UPSC mains, you will find many questions related to basics. But these questions apparently seems to be very easy, but when you try to find out the correct answer, it becomes difficult. The reason is that when we cross across a particular word, particular mnemonics or particular terms, we ignore them knowing that they are very general, means they are general terms. But in reality, what happens in our life, not a single time we have tried to decipher the exact meaning, exact implication of those terms. And while ignoring these terms, we are depriving of the basic meaning or basic understanding of those topics. For example, GDP. It is such a simple word. When we find the word in any books, generally we ignore it, right? We think that we know the implication of GDP, but there are various implications, there are various aspects. How many years are counted? What is GDP? What is gross value? These aspects of a particular term remain unnoticed because of our ignorance, or because we always ignore those terms thinking that they are very simple. But whenever we find any question related to GDP, we get puzzled because in our real life we have never tried to find the implication of those terms in their princely stage. These are some examples actually. When we see the word princely state, we generally never try to find out the meaning of princely states. What does princely states mean? What does federalism mean? Right. So there are two implications of basics. One is literary sense. Literary sense means the definition. What the dictionary oriented meaning says, what the in case of polity, what the constitutional implication of that term, in case of ethics, what the moral sense or what the scientific explanation of that term, and under is figurative sense. Figurative sense means after deciphering the implication, the definition of the term, we should try a little bit big picture, not so much big, but a little bit big. That means we try to find out the other related implications of those terms. For example, GDP. When we know the basics of GDP, how many years are counted, what is the gross value, right? After knowing these basic implications, we're trying to find out a picture that how it impacts economy. What is its relation to economy? Princely states. What is the present orientation of princely states? Federalism. What is the implication of federalism? What is the relevance of federalism? Right. In this way, when we read any topic, when we read any book, when we first time hear a particular term, we should try to go into the implication, basic implication of the term, because if we do not know the basic implication of the term, then otherwise we will not be able to write answers analytical way. The second thing is the comparison. Whenever we read something, the basic thing after a requirement of the basic understanding, the second thing you have to do is the comparison. And for comparison, you have to read any topic in a chronological way. I have emphasized this aspect in various videos. For example, whenever we read any book, there are chapter after chapter. And if you do not read the first chapter, you cannot understand the second chapter. That means what? Whenever you read any book, whether it is polity, whether it is history, or whether it is ethics, there are some chronology given in that particular book. You should not jump from one chapter to another. What you need to do is that you have to approach in a chronological way. For example, without reading the Maurya period, if you read the Gupta period, you cannot compare, and as a result of this, some basic understanding will not be able to get you. Right, so read in a chronological way, and after reading in a chronological way, what you need to do is that, for example, you read you finish Maurya period and you finish Gupta period, right? Then after finishing Gupta period, compare it with the Maurya period. Then what are the aspects available in Gupta period which are not existed in the Maurya period, and vice versa. In that way, you will get a good analytical viewpoint, and this is true for everything, right? The way will be different if you are reading the chapter federalism, right? What will be it next chapter? Then compare both the chapters, right, and find that how it relates, how you can relate both of them, right? This is very much important. A good comparison in whether it is in your answer or whether it is in your reading habit. Apply it, it will help you in an immense way. Then another important thing is that the current relevance. Whenever you finish any topic, whether it is federalism, whether it is Maurya period, Gupta period, or any other topic from any part of the syllabus, always after finishing the topic, always try to find out that what relevance it bears at present. For example, in Gupta period, religious tolerance. What is the implication? What is the relevance of religious tolerance at present situation? What teachings, what morals we can gather from the Gupta period in perspective of religious tolerance, right? Federalism, what is the present relevance of federalism? What kind of conflicts it has brought, right? This way, always try to find out the relevance of that topic after finishing each and every topic. And another most important way of reading is that reading between the lines, and this is one of such a habit which differentiate a UPSC aspirant from other aspirants, right? So what does actually reading between the lines means? I'll make another video on this point, but as an essence we can say that beyond the words. Beyond the words means what? For example, whenever you are reading any topic, it is not enough what the line says. We have to relate the lines in terms of its connection with past, present, and future, in terms of its current situation, in terms of its conflicting issue. Means reading between the lines means whatever the words, literary words saying, under the light of those literary words, we have to gather a wholesome picture about that words. Under the light of those words, we have to gather a wholesome picture. And how we can gather a wholesome picture? We have to find out the connection of that particular lines, the connection of that particular topic in terms of each past, present, and future, in terms of the current situation, in terms of its conflicting issues. For example, princely stage. We are reading some lines regarding princely stage, but in terms of that indication, we have to try to find out that what is the origin of princely stage, what is its present situation, and what will be its future. In that way, in terms of current situation, we have to find out that whether the relevance of princely stage brings any confliction. Right, these are only example. I have not mentioned here that those particular lines or those particular words regarding princely stage, but just I am trying to show you the path that how you can read beyond the lines. And here another important thing while reading in between the lines is the inquisition. Inquisition means be innovative, be analytical. Try to unleash your inquisitive mind. For example, there is a line, upper Paleolithic people practiced art for the sake of art. As a UPSC aspirant, you cannot skip this line. Right, upper Paleolithic people practiced art for the sake of art. That means what? What is the implied meaning of this line? This is called reading between the lines in applying your inquisitive mind. So reading between the line means use your analytical mind, use your inquisitive mind. What the lines say, gather a wholesome picture, compare that particular meaning, compare that particular understanding with your earlier understanding of each topic, of other topics, relate it to as far as possible. Compare it in terms of past, present and future. And another important way of reading is that question yourself. Question yourself means whenever you finished studying a topic, prepare questions yourself from the topic for in terms of prelims and mains perspective. Whenever you finished any topic, whenever you finished any chapter, after finishing the chapter, prepare questions for prelims and mains yourself. Try this. It is a very unique way of evaluating yourself. You can evaluate yourself as well as you will feel very much happy and you will feel a better understanding about the topic. Right. So these 5 rules I have given you. Try to implement this on a daily basis of your study routine, and I hope you will get immense benefit from these rules. So I will again come with another video. Till then, take care and bye bye.